Good afternoon, kaboomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, today we're talking about what can do more for Bitcoin adoption than BAKKT and ETF combined. Also, a survey about nearly half of millennials preferring crypto over stocks. And finally, some blockchain expert predicts end of year price for Bitcoin. Mr. Julian Hosp. We're going to talk about what those end of year price predictions are for Bitcoin as the rest of the boomers tune in. And indeed, we're talking about what could do more for Bitcoin adoption than BAKKT and ETF combined. A survey that's out there surveying millennials that most of them are favoring crypto over stocks. And finally, end of year price predictions from a blockchain expert, Mr. Julian Hosp. Cliff Martin, D-Rock, Queens Races, Reed Mac, Rafterman, Original Copy, Jojo Wave, Toronto Crypto. We got crypto maniacs in the box right now. Let me drop a bomb. Liking all the names that I see showing up right here early. All the heavy hitters right now. All the fourth batters out here. Welcome to the population of the chat box. Guys, touch the buttons for me. Like, subscribe, post notification bells, ding, ding. Make sure you touch them all, button up, stay spruced up, stay clean out there. Hopefully everybody went to the gym. You know, I don't want anybody looking sloppy out there. Indeed. Let's talk about it. Before we get into the topic at hand, what could do more for Bitcoin adoption and these surveys and these end-of-year price predictions, let's check out the markets. Let's check out the markets. Let me turn off these coins, show you my screen, hit refresh here, kaboom, and see how things are looking. Has this bull run come to an end, or what's going on here? Is it stalling out? A little bit of a run up this entire week, but it looks like we're running out of gas here. Let me know what you think about that. Kaboom to Rafterman. I see that dollar there in the population. Thank you so much, Rafterman. I appreciate it. Our crypto brother over here showing love in the super chat. Guys, you know the super chat's always open, and that's what keeps Baby Champ strong with the whey protein formula out here as the commies at YouTube attempt to demonetize us. So you know the deal out there. If you like to show love, follow the leader Rafterman out there. Drop it in the bucket, those ducats. Indeed. Bitcoin at 39.44. Market cap for the entire crypto valley is at 133 billion. It's about the same. Bitcoin dominance 52.1, about the same as well. It looks like things have just stalled out. I wouldn't say that it's red on the field, but it's not a bloodbath. It looks like it's just running out of gasoline to go over this $4,000 hurdle is what it's looking like. Let me know what you think about there. It's slightly down today, hasn't gone down much, taking a breather before the next set. Biceps and bulls. Hopefully so. Yeah, it looks it looks favorable. I like that it's better than it was last week, but I would like to see things a little bit higher. I would like to see things break 42. Cliff Martin says he's 100% for crypto, 0% for stocks. We'll talk about that as well. Bitcoin 39.44, Ether at 144, Ripple trash, EOS 374, Litecoin $48, Bitcoin Cash 142, Stellar 8 cents, Tron 2 cents, Binance 1042, Cardano 0.045, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision kind of trash bags as well. Monero. Guys, I heard Monero's going to do a hard fork sometime in March. Let me know what you think about that. Would they put it back in the running against competing against the Mimblewimble protocols? Let me know. Monero, $50. IOTA, 30 cents. Dash, 85. Maker, moving up. Maker at 647. I got my eyes on Maker. We got NEO slipping in the rankings, 868. And that's what it is. Baby Champ, Muscle Milk Fun. Boom! Martin. Our Litecoin maniac. I know you're a Litecoin bag holder, so am I. I like that. $2 in the population of the chat box, showing love here to Baby Champ and the rest of the Nakamoto family. We got Cliff, our crypto brother, catching our back, a sniper out there. I believe in Canada, right? Those Canadian dollars, so I'll assume you're out there in Canada. Let me throw a little fiat off the ceiling. Thank you, Rafterman. Thank you, Cliff. Guys, follow the leaders out here. Drop some ducats here in the bucket. Electro Gaming's here. Good morning. Oscar Olivares is here. What up? What up? I see you guys out there. Looks like the markets are not running as fast as they were this week, but it's okay. They haven't come to a halt, so that's a good thing. That's right, Champ, Litecoin, and Canadian #1. Shout out to Cliff Martin out there, our crypto brother. Let me draw another bomb for you. Thank you so much, and thanks to Rafterman as well. I appreciate you, maniacs. Let's talk about it, guys. I want to share some of these blockchain expert. Well, this guy, Julian Hosp, you guys probably know him. He's associated with 10X or whatnot, which I liked for some time, but I don't know really what happened to that coin. But he made some price predictions for the end of year 2019. And I would like to hear what you guys think. What do you think Bitcoin's price will be at the end of 2019? Drop it in the comment box here, and I'll share this article with you. It's down below from cryptodaily.co. Crypto expert predicts end of year price for Bitcoin. Julian Hosp. So he talks about, 2016, 2017. In 2016, we saw the first ICOs on Ether. The topics of forks became increasingly important. For the first time since 2014, the press became interested again. And in 2018, everybody thought it was going to go to 100K, but it was closer to 1K. That's true. So 2019, where do we go from here? They talk about regulation, market crash, and then finally the 2019 price prediction. Hosp finished off by giving his end of year price prediction for 2019. The blockchain expert predicts that Bitcoin will be $8,000 by the end of the year. Where this isn't as massively bullish statement, it's still a big improvement on what the price of Bitcoin is today. Not to mention the end of the year price of 8,000 would be great, much better than the continuous downtrend that we saw in 2018. What do you think, guys? Drop it here in the population of the chat box. What do you think the end of year price prediction? What is the price for Bitcoin going to be out there? D-Rock says, why hard fork? Is it not unbreakable privacy? Not sure why or what's the point. Maybe they want press to stay relevant, says D-Rock, concerning this Monero hard fork that I just mentioned moments ago. I don't know, D-Rock, I'll be honest with you, but there has been talk that the privacy was broken. If I'm not mistaken, it's, they found some way. I don't know if that's true or not, but some people have mentioned it here in the population of the chat box. So being that they're hard forking, I assume is to maintain the privacy. And number two, keep up with trying to stay ASIC mining resistant, if I'm not mistaken. So it's, also to be able to continue to mine on GPU cards and continue the privacy. You could check. I saw this headline on the Monero subreddit, but I haven't read all the details, so you may want to check that out. Back to the topic here that we were discussing, blockchain predictions for the price of Bitcoin at the end of the year. Drop it here in the comment box. I want to know. Me personally, I would say that I kind of agree here with Julian Hosp. Somewhere around 8,000 is probably, I would say, it's just shy of 10K. Is what I would say. I would say just shy of 10K is what the prices we may see. And then as we approach the halving in 2020, that's when I think things are really going to steam up. Bitcoin hitting 35K this year. I feel it in the gooch, says Jigger Roams. Okay, so he says 35K. That would surpass the all-time high. I'll take it. I'm looking at more like closer to 10K, somewhere around the 10K range. Maybe a little bit more than 8K, though. Papa's in the building. Kaboom to you. Boom. I see you out there. Lazar, boom. I see you out there. Indeed. Guys, let me know. I want some price predictions here from the boomers. What do you think the price of Bitcoin is going to be at the end of the year? Jigger Roams, just let us know. He thinks it's going to be 35K. What does Cliff think? What does Oscar think? What does Electro Gaming think? D-Rock, what do you guys think the price of Bitcoin will be by the end of the year? I'm saying somewhere close to 10K, maybe just shy of 10K, maybe in the 9K range. Is what I'm looking at, which will still be more than double what we have now. I would expect the run to come in 2020. Rafterman says, I don't do predictions. No one knows honestly. That's absolutely correct. After Rafterman, no one knows honestly, but why not, take a wild guess? Why not? CryptoZilla says 12K. Okay. Bit Papa says he could see 7,500. Lazor says 7,450. Okay, so we're seeming like we're kind of in the same range here, close to 10,000. CryptoZilla says a little bit more than 10K. BitPapa around 7,500. Julian Hosp in that article I just shared below says 8K. Okay, so that's what he's saying. So says Cliff Martin says 13,000. Okay. So no one that says Jigger Roams thinks that it's gonna surpass the all-time high. Okay. Electro Gaming says 7K to 13K, depending on who else might do adoption. Okay, I can see that. Queen's Races with the $2 here. Daily Queens, thanks so much. Boom! our sniper, our boomer out there. Let me throw a crib walk for you. It's an exclusive. Races with the $2. I appreciate you. Bitcoin at 15K. I feel it in my gooch. All right, 15K. All right, that's good. Okay, that's a little bit more than well, most things. So again, I do agree with what Rafterman says here. No one knows, guys. No one knows. I mean, it could be 100K. We don't even know. Okay, but I'm saying, you know, closer on 10 is what I'm saying. We got Queen saying 15K, Electro Gaming saying 7K to 13K, Lazor 7450, BitPop is 7500, CryptoZilla says 12K, Cliff says 13K. So there you go, guys. Those are the price predictions for Bitcoin at the end of the year. Rafterman says for end of 2017, I said 7,500, then realized I have no clue. Mr. Bozak says, does halving automatically mean a price increase? No, it doesn't mean automatically, but the fact that there's going to be less coins mined, some may assume that, you know, the coin gets a little more rare. There's less coins being issued. So, you know, Bitcoin is a little more rare, and we're kind of seeing that happening now with Litecoin. Maybe the price is going up because of the halving that's going to occur with Litecoin at the end or sometime in August this year, I believe. So there you go. That's what it is. Let's talk about this survey that I came across by eToro, and this is kind of semi of a promotion for these companies, for this company eToro. In my opinion, this is a press release from the company. They did a survey. It says nearly half of millennials trust U.S. stock market less than crypto. Okay, tell me what you think about this. I totally agree. I think that the younger generation, they see the funny bunny in the stock, and they're trusting crypto a little bit more. 43% of millennial online traders say they have the less faith in stock market than crypto assets. So not the majority, but a significant amount, 43%. 71% of millennials would invest in crypto if it was offered by a traditional financial institution. Yeah, that's because their majority are normies, and they want to do whatever the suits do. Half of online investors express interest in crypto allocation in their 401k plans. Okay, so half of online investors express interest in crypto allocation in their 401k plans. And this is interesting to note. Look at these numbers, and I think as the older generation dies off and the young gunners get a little bit more control of the capital, you would see more crypto adoption, I would say. These numbers could increase. Cliff Martin says, you can never hold your stock certificate, but you can hold your keys. Indeed, kaboom to that. You're not holding these stock certificates, but you could definitely hodl these keys. Batman says, a young gunner is here. All right, the young gunner, Batman. Welcome to the box out here. It's nice to see you on the crypto broadcast. CryptoZilla says, I got a message from a friend in the States today that has a Samsung phone. He said a message went out to all Samsung phone holders about the new phones coming out with Bitcoin Litecoin wallets. Exactly. We're going to talk about that next. The new Samsung S10 might do more for Bitcoin adoption than BAKKT and ETF combined. I'm going to be talking about that. I'll share an article with you. Thanks for bringing that up. D-Rock says he could see a 10K Bitcoin this year, but maybe not close to that high. Okay. CryptoZilla says, it went up 10K in a matter of weeks last time, so who knows what crazy stuff happens as far as the Bitcoin price. You're right. It kaboomed in a matter of a couple, very soon, a few weeks. You're right. Cliff Martin says, I'm bullish Litecoin 2019 more than Bitcoin. Whoa. All right. That's a pretty strong prediction. I'm not sure if it'll surpass Bitcoin, but I think that Litecoin will perform better than Bitcoin this year. As it already has since November. Adoption is here, mate, says Jigger Rome. So let's talk about that. This is the article that I have linked down below, and from newsbtc.com by Nick Chong. It says, don't underestimate Samsung Galaxy S10's crypto offering. Millions will be exposed to Bitcoin. Millions will be exposed to Bitcoin. So apparently, this new Samsung S10 allows users to store crypto keys in their phone. Now, I don't know how much I like that, but the fact that they're one of the first major smart devices that are offering this, I would expect others to follow. Okay, here's a little video here from Korean Cryptocurrency and Blockchain News Twitter that you guys could check out in that link. It says Samsung now priming their phones with blockchain tutorials The wallet integration on the Galaxy S10 has been confirmed, even after they denied it, trying to keep Apple on their toes, ? So maybe they're trying to get one on Apple. And then you could see another tweet by Joseph Young says, Apple has a lot of work to do now. Some next level stuff by Samsung, including crypto private key storage, apparently on this S10 that's being issued. How big could this crypto offering be? Potential most bullish news of 2019, says Lord of Crypto on Twitter, excuse me. He says, Samsung, top-selling phones in the world, unveiling new Galaxy S10. It is said to have a native crypto wallet built into it. Underestimated how big this will be for adoption. Other phones will follow suit. So I do think that other phones are going to follow suit. So apparently they're planning to ship, I think, about 25 million of these things. I'm not sure, but here are the facts by MBA Satoshi Flipper on Twitter. He says Twitter has 326 million active monthly users. Samsung shipped 70 million units in Q4 2018 alone. And the new Galaxy smartphones will do more for Bitcoin adoption than BAKKT and all the ETFs in the pipeline combined. This is from Satoshi Flipper over there on Twitter, guys. So let me know what you think about this. I don't know if this actual phone is going to do more than BAKKT and ETF combined, but the fact that they're leading the pack here, and I mean, Apple's going to have to do it, and I think most of the phones now that we're going to see are probably going to come equipped with some sort of crypto something, okay? And that could do more for adoption, I'll be honest with you. Derek says no blood clot notification. Yeah, you know the deal, Derek. They don't want you to win out there, but I'm glad you're here. D-Rock says Charlie Lee tweeted 2 hours ago he met with the CEO of WEG Bank. Not sure why he's bragging about this. Okay, I don't know about that. Thanks for letting us know. I never said Bitcoin would outprice Litecoin, but just pace it out. Bitcoin always going to be number one, says Cliff. Okay. Champ, what will do better in the next 5 to 10 years, crypto or stocks? I definitely think it's crypto, Derek. Me personally, that's my opinion. I think it's crypto. Problem is it has a back door, says BitPapa, probably regarding this S10. Exactly. It may have a back door. Like most of these phones do have a back door. And I wouldn't be storing, the entire crypto bag here on this S10, but the fact that it comes equipped with the functionality and they're leading the pack, I expect other phones now to be shipping with crypto wallets, and that may do more for adoption than these financial institutions, if you ask me. Queen's Racist says, I hope the Galaxy S10 puts Bitcoin at 6K by May. All right. George Rubio says, have been screaming about it. People, time to research EOS. Effect.ia from NEO moving to EOS. Everybody is moving to EOS. Biggest gainer in their last 2 weeks. EOS Kaboomer says, George, we've been talking about EOS. We talked about it yesterday, how it's leading the rally. And, I like EOS, Ethereum on steroids. CryptoZilla says, Twitter CEO sent out about the new tipping feature that will allow social media users on Twitter to get BTC tips. It will use Lightning and it will drive demand. Excellent. Yeah, I think they mentioned it in that article as well there, CryptoZilla, the one that I'm sharing over here. This one, don't underestimate Samsung Galaxy's S10 crypto offering. Millions will be exposed to Bitcoin. Read that. This could do more for adoption than BAKKT and ETF combined. I agree with what Satoshi Flipper says. I definitely agree with that. It's okay for small purchases. I wouldn't put my life savings on it. Absolutely. Neither would I. But, this could bring the normies to crypto. A lot of these, normies are going to be picking up new phones in the next 2 to 3 years. So whether they get a crypto wallet with the S10 or maybe something from Apple, just because Apple wants to keep up with Samsung, maybe Apple will implement it. And then some of the cheaper phones that may come out in the near future as well. I think we're going to be seeing more normies acquiring cryptocurrencies. Buy vary, folks. Low circulating supply and the all-time high was 480 and at $20 is a steal, says Nano Joe. Okay. I know you've been talking about vary for some time now in the box, so keep your eyes on it, guys. CryptoZilla says phone, social media, all about to bring the normies. Absolutely. Yeah. They're going to have to come eventually. We're going to have to get the normies on the boat if we want mass adoption. And I kind of like this as opposed to, everybody waiting for the banks to handle everything, BAKKT and ETFs. So, yeah, I like that. Samsung sending info it connected with crypto. It could create a buzz and bring more interest back into the market, says D-Rock. Not a fan of the wallet, but it's cool to see adoption. Absolutely. That's how I feel. I'm not a fan of the wallet, but it's nice to see adoption out there. All new popular tech does, but they are working on making it better, says CryptoZilla. Indeed. Dumb money exposure is still exposure. I'm not against it, but just pessimistic as always, says BitPapa. But yeah, I mean, I think this could be a good thing. You know, it could be a good thing. It's a sign by little. It's signed little by little. The mainstream is believing in Bitcoin. Google's Bitcoin with currency sign another sign. Oh yeah, we talked about that yesterday on the keyboard. Now with Google, you can use the Bitcoin sign, and they implemented the Litecoin sign too as well. So fire up the normies, kaboom, says Mega Bear. All right, Dad says you're all closet Ripple lovers. Just admitted. Back with the Ripple. Nah, I don't think so. Cliff Martin says tipping me on Twitter will be huge. Normies won't want to miss out on the next cool thing. Yeah, okay. I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know, but let's see. It could be a good thing. If you could tip people directly on Twitter, Bitcoin, using tipping.me, that could be a good thing. I just don't know how that's going to work with the fees. CryptoZilla says the boomers here won't like the simple controlled wallets the normies will use, but what we care about is the demand for Bitcoin, Litecoin, gold being changed behind the scenes, like we will be doing. Indeed, CryptoZilla. Yes, I agree. D-Rock says first major phones connect with crypto and then the crypto payment connection with vendors. Kaboom. Indeed. So this could be a good thing, guys. I'm liking this. Not just the, this is not about the S10. It's just that, it's showing me that the majority of smartphones now are probably going to be shipped with crypto wallets. So in the next couple of years, you can expect the normies to start using cryptos. Cliff Martin says it's on Lightning, so it's almost zero fees. Kaboom. Okay, that makes sense. That L on your keyboard, and this is what you get. Hold the L on your keyboard, and this is what you get, the Litecoin sign. And the same thing for Bitcoin. Yeah, they just added this on Google Keyboard, guys. So this is another sign that adoption's coming soon to a coin market cap near you. Rafterman will never touch Ripple. Nah, I don't think so. Will the software be available for the S9? I just bought it. I don't know, Daz. I have no idea. I would assume that this is going to be for the newer phones. I don't know if they're going to update it on software for older phones. I don't know. Misanthrope says, boom, just a quick question from a long-term subscriber. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, do you like... we don't like any type of those drugs. We keep it clean out here, Misanthrope. That's a retarded question. Do you like that, Misanthrope? Because it's the only time that you come up to the box asking a dumb question. I should waste you. CryptoZilla says an app similar to tipping could come to YouTube too, just like an additional super chat. Yeah, that would be a good. They should. You know what they should do here on Google? They should just put crypto right in the super chat. That way you could tip with Bitcoin, Litecoin directly on the super chat. I think that would be good. What's going to trigger the next mass adoption bull run, says Derek. I hope that it's these smartphones. I don't think it's, the S10 alone that is going to trigger a bull run, but I think in the next year, 2 years, most new phones will be shipped with crypto wallets. Misanthrope says, kaboom, sorry for the dumb question. You should be apologizing. Say no to drugs. And you never post it in the chat box, and it's a stupid. It's even if you thought it was a joke, it's dumb, Misanthrope. So hopefully you can readjust your attitude before you get wasted out the box. I weed the garden, keep it clean out here. Misanthrope can't handle the energy of champagne, so he figures he's got to be on drugs. It's sad. Yeah, it is. But he's sorry. Okay, so he apologized, guys. Hopefully you're sorry. And if you do apologize honestly, then I'll let you slide out there. It's all good. Hopefully you're being honest. Smartphones have a potential, champ. They could be a good call. Everybody uses their smartphones every day. Yeah, I think so, Derek. That's why, I'm talking about it. Champ is snorting high frequency. He wouldn't understand. Yeah, this is a dumb question, I'll ignore that. Like button, kaboom, says main event. Kaboom to main event. You're still on Steam main event? Shout out to my Steamosauruses out there. I like Steam, guys. I'm still there steaming here and there. You know, I still got some in the Steam wallet. I should have dumped it all, but I like it. I think it'll be sweet to have a crypto use phone quick pay at the register. I'm good with it, says D-Rock. Okay. Still steaming, says Main Event. All right, there you go. Champ is high on the natural energy indeed. You know the deal, Bit Papa. But, you know, maybe he's a newbie and he doesn't know how we get down here. This is your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. We separate the men from the mice here, the pits from the poodles here, the feast from the famine. It's obvious which side you were on there. The funny bunny. Boom. What's going on to make the masses use crypto over fiat on their phones? Maybe the lower fees and, you know, peer-to-peer transactions, Derek. You know, you don't, maybe you don't have to sign up, you know, within a third party, which is good. You don't have to be approved by a bank. This could work good in the third world, you know, where people have more of a, it's harder for them to open bank accounts. So, you know, it would be easier for them to get crypto because there is no barrier to entry to crypto. You just open up the wallet and you can send and receive. I think we need merchants to accept crypto first for the big kaboom. You got a point there, original copy. You absolutely got a point. Kaboom. I like that. Bit Papa with the $2. I appreciate that. Boom. Sniper rifle as well. Appreciate you, Bit Papa. Thanks so much. Guys, the super chat's open. Do you have 2 on it? Do you have 20 on it? 10 on it? Here, the super chat. Hopefully they open up crypto payments here in the super chat as well. Dolphin 134 says $2.99. Boom, kaboom. Work watching. Shout out to 134. I see you, Dolphin. Keep kabooming. Thank you so much to Bit Papa, Dolphin 134, crypto brothers that show up here daily and show love. I appreciate you, maniacs, guys. Follow the leaders here, 134, Papa, and others, Queen's Races, and the Rafter Man that dropped here some ducats in the buckets, guys. Misanthrope says, serious question, though. I'm a long-term subscriber for real. Do you think we will go kaboom in the near term, hodling mostly Bitcoin and ETH? Well, if you're just tuning in, we just spent the entire first quarter of this broadcast giving our end-of-the-year Bitcoin predictions. We surveyed everybody here in the box, and I said we'll be around my prediction. And again, I'm not a crypto professional, nor am I your crypto daddy. But I think that we'll close somewhere around 10,000, you know, somewhere maybe shy of 10K. Hit rewind and you could see what everybody else says. I think Litecoin POS would be awesome. Proof of stake for Litecoin. Okay, that's interesting. I would like to keep it proof of work. I haven't been completely convinced that POS is superior to POW. D-Rock says, exactly, champ. You nailed it. Unbanked people will be able to sell goods via phones and crypto. Exactly. There's a lot of unbanked people out there. And once they get their hands on these phones, they'll be able to, you know, enter into commerce. Champ, you got any more of that high frequency for free? Tyrone Bicken's voice. You know it. Boom. Yeah, I really did just tune in. Thanks. All right, just check it out, Misanthrope. If you want to get more of a detailed end of year price predictions at the end of the beginning of the broadcast. We didn't say ETH, but I'll start with 200. Okay, so you're giving price predictions for ETH. Yeah, we gave price predictions just for Bitcoin. You know, for ETH, you know, I don't know. Maybe 200, maybe where it's at right now. I'm not as bullish with ETH that I am with Bitcoin. Proof of stake is centralized, says Bit Papa. It could be a little more centralized, arguably, you know. Litecoin proof of work for life. I think it should remain proof of work. Yeah, I agree with Cliff. CryptoZilla says EOS $10 by the end of the year. That would be nice too. That would still be a little less, about 50% than its all-time high. I think EOS went up to like $20 at its all-time high. Crypto integration into video games would be huge. And Main Event's opinion, most games now have virtual coins for microtransactions already. Yeah, and I've been saying this too. I think the gaming industry is one to watch for the kaboom. If these games could integrate crypto like Main Event says, that'll be huge. I agree. I've said that in the video I have linked down below. 5 industries that I expect to kaboom when it comes to blockchain. Privacy, gaming, decentralized exchanges. Check the video link down below if you'd like to learn more. ETH is going to get flipped by EOS, I believe, if things keep going the way they are. I would agree with that, BitPapa. I think that EOS will surpass ETH. It'll be the first coin that'll surpass ETH, if any. I think security tokens are coming up next, says Derek McLean. You've mentioned that before as well. And I don't disagree. They have 0.9 billion supply on EOS, so harder to get bigger prices. Yeah, I think what he's saying, though, is that your total market cap for EOS will surpass that of Ethereum. ETH is GMO soy in his book, says BitPapa. Why would EOS surpass ETH, says Misanthrope? Well, we talked about it earlier this week or last week. There's more dApps now on EOS than there is on Ethereum. And the scaling problem that Ethereum has, that's, you know, it's one that they haven't solved. Apparently, they're going to run a update sometime at the end of the month. But like many have said, including Dan Larimer himself, upgrading Ethereum is like changing an engine on a moving car. They don't think it's possible. And EOS has a lot more capability at this moment. And already most of the dApps, the decentralized apps, have moved over to EOS. If you'd like to learn more about that, you could check out stateofthedapps.com. They're going to start making stocks and bonds on crypto. Absolutely, Derek. Yes, we know about that. CryptoZilla says a usage of EOS dApps. Derek McLean says real estate too. Yes, I mean, most things will become tokenized. BitPapa says EOS has a lot better dApps and easier to program on. Shout out to Truce, crypto comedian in the building. Let me drop a bomb for you. Boom. Cliff Martin is not an EOS fan, is just saying. And I respect that. I can see some of the criticisms against EOS, like there's barriers to entry to be a block producer. You got to be voted in, so not everybody could be. The blockchain is not immutable. Things are up for arbitration because you have to agree to a constitution to be a token holder there. So, I mean, it's not the blockchain that many expected it to be. But I think that it serves its purpose, and I've compared it in the past to like a homeowners association. It's more of a token owners association. I wouldn't keep all my value on EOS, but I can see that its value may increase. Indeed, I don't think it's superior to Bitcoin at all. Real estate, gaming, and small merchant adoption is the next wave, says BitPapa. I like that. CryptoZilla says, I'm not entirely sure EOS is out of the woods with the way they run a year-long ICO. Ran a year-long ICO. So you mean like legally? I don't know. Well, every day that passes, they're more and more out of the woods. That's for sure. Derek McLean says, I like EOS over Ether. There you go. True says, yeah, Cliff, change our minds on EOS. Well, I mean, I told you one of the, some of the downsides there is that the blockchain is not immutable and there's barriers to entries for mining. You got to be voted in. So it's kind of like the good old boys club in a way. There's only 21 block producers, and those 21 block producers arguably could collude. We don't have any evidence on that, and there's rules against it in the Constitution, but, it's not to say that it can't happen, right? The super high volume on EOS seems funny bunny. EOS is circle jerking itself. I don't know anyone who uses EOS or EOS dApps. I do. I follow plenty of people that uses EOS and EOS dApps. And we could see on State of the dApps that most of the dApps being used are on EOS. But I can respect your opinion. I can see how some people don't like EOS. Who do you know programming on ETH? BitPapa's asking. I don't, now there's some firm out of New York that have I forgot their name. Now I'm going blank. It's like a team out of New York that they're programming on ETH, but other than that, I really don't know. Champ, one day I want to do a podcast together, says Derek. Yeah, one day what I want to do is take calls from the boomers and you know, maybe take little snippets from the boomers, you know, take some calls or Skypes or something like that, and you know, involve you guys like that. We'll see how we can make that happen. I see it, Cliff, but all hands are slightly dirty in this game, says BitPapa. You got a point there too. Revolutionist, he says he's late. Shout out to Rev, our Cardano generals in the building. Boom. Derek says all the dApps on most platforms are trash. Yeah, but they do improve over time. D-Rock says, I can see timeshare getting into the security token concept. STOs, security tokens, could be the new hotness, but what will be the catalyst that backs them? More adoption for crypto is always a plus, says D-Rock. So you kind of agree with Derek. He says the STOs are the next wave. That could be. Cliff is not an ETH fan either. Okay. No one knows anyone on ETH, says BitPapa. Not as much as, I mean, like, it seems like a lot of people have left ETH. I'll tell you that. Steam's been adding more dApps also from what I hear, says Main Event. Yeah, I've been hearing that too. But, you know, Steam is, what's going on over there? You know, I hate to see the price so low, but, you know, another question I ask is that maybe it's a good time to get back in. I don't know. I think the problem with Steam is that it's highly inflationary. It's like too many coins are being printed, right? BitPapa says, I'd call in. Yeah, maybe we could do that one of these broadcasts. Take a couple calls, you know, a few minutes from each of the boomers. Maybe, you know, do something like that. I've thought about that in the past. NASDAQ is supposed to launch a crypto index next week. Hopefully we can get a kapump, says Queen's Races. Okay, that's good. You'll see it. I mean, as the year progresses, I think most of these smart devices are going to start being shipped with crypto wallets. You see NASDAQ now, you know, adopting the crypto index. You're going to see things like Fidelity and BAKKT eventually going to come up online. So these are all things that are going to add to the crypto adoption. I do agree that we need more merchants accepting crypto, though. What do you think about Cardano and Neo? We like them both. Compared to ETH and EOS, you know, Cardano shows a lot of hope. We got the Cardano general here, top 8% holder of Cardano, so he thinks it's going to kaboom. They just haven't done anything yet. Neo is cool. I just would have expected the price to move higher after their DevCon that just occurred this weekend, but I like it. I like the wallet a lot. Our Cardano has so much leaning on them. I hope they have their stuff in line. Yeah, I hope so too. Both ETH and EOS have active dApps and a number of big dev groups. They both have separate issues and kind of muddy on their roads forward. This could lead to some other third party to come in, says CryptoZilla. I agree with that too. That's why we got our eyes on Cardano. And, you know, don't sleep on Tron. Even though it looks a little Chinese scammy, it's still there in the top 10 as well. And, you know, another one that I've seen performing well is Waves. That one we don't talk about much, but I've been seeing Waves perform quite well as these past like month at least. It's like Christmas every day with EOS. I wake up every day with airdrops just by holding EOS. That's true, George. I've noticed that I've gotten some a substantial amount of airdrops just by holding EOS. That's true. Cliff Martin says he's a Bitcoin, Litecoin kind of guy. I'm not mad at that. Those are the blue chippers that seem to retain their value. Derek McLean says, I want to call in. Yeah, I think, you know, I definitely have that as, you know, something that I have planned for the near future. I'll do a call in. I don't know if I'm going to do it with a call in or a Skype in or something like that, but I'll consider it. And I know we got a few guys here that have expressed that they want to call in. Misanthrope, Cardano will sink ETH and EOS, says Rev. We know that Rev is definitely bullish when it comes to Cardano. BitPapa hopes. He wants to come to the castle party. Rev, you better invite everybody to your castle if this Cardano kabooms. We got you on record here. Queen's Races loves Neo. I really like the wallet, I'll tell you that much. Follow the projects that are actually being used and you'll win in the long run. I would say that's correct. And then to add to that, the ones that are also being developed on, if you see the active developers. Original Copy says the Neo wallet is the best on the market. Cardano will be doing a live update in America this April. Hopefully, Rev. We can all be the voice of the blockchain, says Bit. Indeed, we're all crypto Nakamoto family out here. Cliff says, Waves is the Russian beast. Don't F with Waves. Oh, I didn't know that it was the Russian beast. I didn't know that. Champ, how's your portfolio looking? It's looking all right. We shared it yesterday. Let's look at it again. It's down from yesterday, but it's still up from when we started. Here it is. Our portfolio is at 10,643. Here's our virtual community portfolio. Maybe make a trade on it sometime this week or early next week. If Revolutionists invites everyone to the castle, Champ is the type of person to show up at the dinner table on a TV screen to stay anonymous. You're kind of right. I like that. That's funny. I'll have to, live stream from a few proxies, and you'll just set up a flat screen right there on the table. I like that, Queens. Kaboom to that. Rev says, LOL. Waves has been very stable through all this BS, says Bit Papa. I've noticed that. It's performed well. The Waves has performed kind of well. Waves is interesting. Lots of decent dApps with good grassroots community for Waves. Yeah, it's been around, and it seems like it's there. It's kind of silent. I don't see all the hype surrounding it, but it performs well. Bit Papa says he'll show up to the castle wearing a Guy Fawkes mask. Shout out to that. I want to have 50-50 stocks crypto portfolio. And we talked about that. It seems like there was a survey out there from eToro that nearly half of millennials, they favor crypto over stocks. And I do think crypto is going to outperform stocks, but I'm not against stocks. It's okay to have some. I just do favor crypto over stocks. Joel is asking, what do you think about Bitcoin Cash? I like Bitcoin Cash sometimes, and I dislike it sometimes. This week, I like it. I think it's okay. And I think there's a place for it. Definitely has that name brand. It has that Bitcoin name brand on it. He'll get his meal sent to an undisclosed location with Uber Eats, says Cryptozilla. I like that. Oh, it could be the beach where you ask people if they heard of Bitcoin. Yeah, I did that too. Go out to the streets and just randomly talk to people about crypto. We did that in the past. Misanthrope says most of his money is on ETH, Bitcoin, and IoT. I'm making good money currently, and I have some promising stocks which he considers to buy. Do you think buying EOS, Cardano, Neo would be better? I don't give out crypto advice. I mean, I'm not an advisor. I like all those coins. I'm not really into IoT, but that one's cool. But they all seem pretty solid. Right now, I would say, Bitcoin is always my favorite. I always say that I always keep half the bag in Bitcoin, at least. And then the other coins, you could spread them equally or whatnot. But that's totally up to you. Then we got other people like Rev that doesn't like Bitcoin. He doesn't have any Bitcoin. It's all Cardano for him. And then, like he said, he prefers Cardano or silver over stocks. There you go. Rafterman's getting his match in his 401k. Congrats. D-Rock says, Champ is really Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. His identity will never be known. Kaboom. Shout out to my anonymous maniacs. You know the deal. Cliff says he got his Casa Lightning Network Bitcoin node today. Gonna set that up after this. Okay, that's interesting. Let us know more about that. I don't know much about those nodes and stuff like that. So, you know the deal. Derek, I got to show that. He says he's got 40 whores and 40 wives to the crypto castle that he's going to bring over there for Rev. All right. Sounds kind of degenerate, but to each their own there, Derek. Rev says, forget the old tech, bet on the long gunner. And he's telling Misanthrope to throw it all down on Cardano. I disagree. I like Cardano, but I wouldn't go 95 on Cardano. But that's what Rev has chosen to do. And if he hits it big, he's going to invite us to the crypto castle. And then you can holler at Derek with his guests. CryptoZilla says he'll take 40 nodes instead. Cliff says he'll give me the update as far as this node that he's setting up. Yeah, I don't know much about that. Let us know after you set it up, and keep us in the loop out there. George says, don't forget about Neo, guys. Effect.ai is moving to EOS. Okay. Rafterman's asking Cliff, what's the price of that node? Shout out to Derek Smith. Derek and Derek, okay. Crypto KO is saying EOS. I like EOS, guys. I definitely like EOS. Okay, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions before I get out of here. We talked about what could do more for Bitcoin adoption than BAKKT and ETF combined. We know that the Samsung S10, the new smartphone by Samsung, is being shipped with a crypto wallet, apparently. And we expect smartphone developers and manufacturers to follow suit. So I think in the following phones that will be issued and shipped and sold, they should come with a crypto wallet. I would say Apple's and other phones will be shipped with crypto wallets. If not this year, definitely by next year. I would expect that to become a trend. And that could do more for Bitcoin adoptions. We also talked about Bitcoin end of the year price predictions. According to Julian Hosp, the 10x co-founder, he said that he expects it to be about $8,000 by the end of the year. I gave my personal price prediction, which is, I would say, a little bit less than 10K, somewhere around 9K. And others chimed in as well. We had things from as low as price predictions from as low as 7,400 to as high as 35K. But it seems like most people were somewhere around the $7,000 to $13,000 range. You guys could hit rewind and check the chats for people's price predictions. And again, no one knows. I think Rafterman was right with his comments. Like, he really doesn't do price predictions because no one knows. And we're doing it more for fun, but I think no one really knows. Things can move quickly. We saw it move in like a few weeks over 10K, if I'm not mistaken. So anything could happen out there. I think Bitcoin will be 25K by the end of the year, as I expect a bull run this April. Just my guess, says Rev. There you go. And I think Jigger Rome said 35K. So, kind of on the higher end. We have other people saying about 7,000. I think it's going to be somewhere around 10K. Others said 12 or 13K. So we've had a nice range of price predictions. But again, no one knows. It's just a guess. Rafterman says Bitcoin, Litecoin, OMG, Zcash, and a small bag of ETH. Is apparently what you're holding. I like most of those coins. It's been kind of quiet for OMG. I haven't heard much updates with OMG. Zcash always is kind of a silent lurker there. I like the privacy. And ETH, ETH might just pull through the storm. I don't know. But EOS is definitely looking more attractive. But out of all those that you've mentioned, Bitcoin and Litecoin are looking like sluggers. Imagine if everybody who has S10 just put in $100 into Bitcoin, what could that do to the price? Well, apparently they're going to ship somewhere around 25 million of these devices. So, it'll be 25 million times 100 for the purpose of that thought experiment. Yeah, it could be a lot. Champ, what's up with YouTube also letting the pedophilia stuff slide? But they hit you for truth and cussing. Yeah, I saw that. I know about this, and I told you guys about this yesterday. There's Elsa Gate and all kinds of weird stuff happening on YouTube. Yet they hit me with they demonetize my videos because, you know, I say certain things that may ruffle their feathers. You know, it's funny. I saw that comment that you linked, and I saw that a lot of advertisers are pulling from YouTube, but that's just so they can virtue signal. A lot of the people that are advertising on YouTube are also letting that type of stuff slide, but there's no reason to really talk about that right now. Maybe on Friday we can discuss that on an open discussion. But yeah, YouTube's funny bunny, guys. YouTube and the commies and the globalists that run it. We got to stay vigilant out there, and we keep the super chat open. And we also got Steam just in case they knock us off line over here. We'll regroup over there. But I've always mentioned this. I mean, you know, it's probably important to me to set up another channel somewhere else. Cliff, I eat beans for gas. All right. The Samsung crypto buzz could be a bridge, and let's hope more new money comes in this year. Let's hope so, D-Rock. For a PR move, Samsung should do a preload on the phones of, say, $10 worth of Bitcoin to see where it goes. That's a pretty cool idea. I mean, I think it's a little bit too much, $10 for every single phone, but, you know, I don't think they want to give away Bitcoin. But you got a point. Maybe even if they had a couple dollars of Bitcoin, that would be good. Or if like you perform a certain action, they reward you with a couple dollars worth of crypto. That would be cool. That's a nice idea, Electric Gaming. And it reminds me of Coinbase Earn. Misanthrope saying, which state are you from? I like your accent. I'm from the internet state. The Nakamoto family has no face. We exist online. I can see companies taking Bitcoin for discounts on goods or services. Absolutely. I agree. CryptoZilla says the blockchain state. I like that. I wish I knew where to get Very. I got one and I want more. Can't you get Very on Binance? Champ, this sounds crazy, but I could see people like prostitutes and strippers accepting crypto because this way they won't get ripped off. Yeah, there's a strip club in Vegas that you could buy like a membership to with crypto. So that's already exists. People giving fake cash all the time. You're right. And that type of stuff already exists, but maybe it'll be adopted more. Bit Papa says he'll take Bitcoin for services. Absolutely. That's what we need. Discounts from vendors using cryptos. That would be huge. Does Overstock do that? Or Expedia? Because I know those are two major companies that accept crypto. Rafterman says he only uses Gemini right now. There you go. Rafterman Revolutionist is flying to Cairo to see the pyramids, and then he's going to Rome. Yeah, you've mentioned that. I would love to go to both those cities. Have a good time. Take some pictures, and see if there's other crypto maniacs out there. Guys, I'm going to start winding down this broadcast. Champagne's a little hungry. Time to munch up here. It's my day off from the gym, so I didn't go hard today. I'm taking it easy. I'm trying to get some more workout in outside from the gym. But as I mentioned yesterday, I hit the PR for the overhead press. We'll talk about that more on Friday. Making the symmetric strength chart look more. Trying to change it from green to what is it, like to yellow, or I'll share that on Friday, the symmetric strength chart. I've shared it in the past. But anyhow, it tracks your strength. And I hit my PR, overhead press 135 times 5. So I'm feeling good. Rafterman says, good show, Brother Champ. I appreciate you, Rafterman. Thanks for the love today. Any demand for crypto trading card collectibles? Stuff like Crypto Kitties or Steam Monsters, stuff like that. If you're interested, I have a whole video on Steam Monsters, although I haven't really kept up with it. Sirloin steaks on discount here. Get them grinder from the butchers. Eating good this week. Shout out to D-Rock. I know you've been entertaining the vertical diet. You want to get a ground sirloin, because not all ground beef, is the good cut. So, you want to ground your sirloin, indeed. We'll talk more about that on Friday. Big Papa and Derek McLean are talking about pimping with crypto. I'll pass on that, but I know that some people in the dark markets, in the black markets, they use crypto, and that's just what it is. But they also use cash, so let's not paint crypto in a bad light. Great show, champ, says Cliff. Thank you, Cliff. I appreciate it. On that note, guys, I'm going to tune it down. Make sure you bookmark the page. Check me out tomorrow. I know I've been going on later this week. Just been kind of busy, but hopefully tomorrow I'll come on somewhere around maybe around 11 or so, let's say. And we'll do 2 broadcasts tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do the second broadcast, the open discussion as well. Shout out to Bit, Derek McLean, Slice, D-Rock, Cliff, Rafterman, and the rest of the boomers out there, guys. On that note, I'm out of here. Make sure you touch all the buttons. Shout out to Jay Shaw. Crypto Maniacs will never die. Indeed. We live on. Kaboom to that. Guys, make sure you hit the gym if you haven't already. Make sure you step outside, get some vitamin D on the Crypto Valley, and stay healthy out there and get away from that computer. Always on the computer and the smartphone. Make sure you enjoy some time with your friends, family, and the rest of the little piglets that you may have on your farm. Stay healthy out there, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.